frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready, blue lady. Mike, 49. Time to go, night. Come on, Sunday.
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, black, quick. Watch the screen. Pass.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Ready, white 25. You got nothing today. You got nothing. Green, triple C. There we go, 37's the mic.
Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Perriman there, he's got him. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57. Target.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready,
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Ready. Black 22. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the red zone now, Winston. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback, and that philosophy works for them very well.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Keep playing hard. Let's get it.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Come on, let's go.
From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Oh, you got deep? Sonic! Mike's 49! Mike's 49! Night, sweetheart!
To throw is Winston. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there, with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, break. 45. Mike, 45.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
On the ground, Michelle, not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Green, triple team. Check 26, check 26.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Ready? Black 25. Strong right, strong right, strong right. We got 3, fella. Flip it. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
From just shy of midfield, Winston, blitz coming, and down he goes. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Throwing, Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Winston in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 49's the mic. Let's go.
Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin with Michelle on the ground. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
45.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Jones now operating from the gun. Flush to his right. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, it's White. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
I don't think you got it, sir. Wait. 49's the mic. Watch 49. Come on, let's go. 49's the mic. 49's the mic. Yo. 49.
Now Winston. His throw incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Jameis to throw it. That's caught by Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Winston now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That good for 22 and a 1st down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready? White 25. Let's go, let's go. Let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready? Blue ready. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I know you felt that.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 9.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down, right around the 17. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A 34-yard attempt.
And Gay knocks this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Go, go. Here we go, here we go. Step.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, he'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
You remember me? Let's go, baby. Mike's 54. Mike's 50.
From the gun, Jones. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Patriots.
Okay, ready? Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Curl it. Ready?
From the gun, they run with Michelle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
60 Pittsburgh. And let's get this.
On second and 11 now. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Jones. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Throwing Jones, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, Oftentimes, the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
we
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Check, check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Green, come see. I'm going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Okay. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 3. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Check, crunch, crunch, crunch. Check, 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 check.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Jones. Looking left side, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21.
A 28-yard gain. First down, New England.
Down. 8 Reed.
54. And it's getting it home.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brings up third down.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Check back, check back.
80 weapon.
Bang, bang.
Ready.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Let's go.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Winston now. And that's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. A second down throw for Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Robert Kimdichie able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long.
37's to Mike. Mike 37. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Here's Winston. Looking for Pyramid, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Bravo.
2nd and 11. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Sonic. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Danny. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Jameis now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Patriots' 49-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady.
Mike 37. Watch the slant. Undercrunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Check 24.
Hey, 5-0.
Winston. Got his man. It's Eifert. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the 1st.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Now Winston. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, team 6, 5.
Jones now operating from the gun. He's got Burton here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
70, Indy. 54.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Mike by four. We own them.
Yo, faster, shoot.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Gordon, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Mike's 54.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Michelle. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Got his man. That's Harry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run with Michel. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now Jones, off play action. Able to get this to Gordon. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Looking to throw. Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it out of there. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
1st down, and they go back to Harris. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
They set the goal beginning of the year. Hey, let's win 7 games. Unfortunately, with this loss, they can't do it.
So now it'll be interesting to see how they respond as a team, because sometimes when you set goals, if you don't achieve them, you don't care anymore. You let everything else go. I want to see if they're going to continue to fight, scratch, claw, do whatever to try and get as many wins as possible, even if it doesn't reach their...
For my partner, Charles Davis.